11 years later? What?
It had been 3 years. 3 years of drought. 3 years of hunger and poverty. England was brought to its knees. Only our walls had kept us safe from the bands of outlaws raiding towns and villages. Bishop Waleran and William Hamley forced the workers to finish their cathedral in Shiring. Many had died. The work on our own cathedral had almost come to a halt. 4 weeks the storm had raged on. It was then that our cathedral gave up its last secret.
That freaking crack again.
And everything changed.
Tom! I told you you wouldn't like the sight of this.
It looks bad, but it's not the wall I'm worried about. It's good you sent the workers home during the storm. Now do us all a favor and do the same. Go home. Your children hardly get to see you. Tommy and Sally have been asking about you all morning.
Eliana and Jack's family. Well, I want to see. Who's in my family now? Well, it's been such a long time. Oy vey. After their promise to Waleran to keep Kingsbridge protected, Richard and Jack have spent much time fortifying the town. Since then, William Hamley has not dared to attack the town again. Eliana, who had continued her wool business, trades mostly outside of Shiring. Most of the fleece she is trading is produced in Kingsbridge, where Jack erected 2 felting mills. Eliana and Jack have 2 children now. Tommy is already 12 years old. His little sister Sally is 9. Martha looks after both of them while Jack and Eliana are working. Some believe that Martha and Richard are in love, but if that is true, they are keeping it well guarded. Their secret well guarded. Oh, wouldn't that be adorable? Poor Martha. She deserves to be happy.
You'll kill yourself up here.
That crack down there must have been due to the storm. If the storm works, I work.
My cathedral was never designed to be this high.
I know. I reinforced the walls. It cannot be the height.
What else was damaged? I'd look myself, but I dare not come closer. If your mother knew I was up here at all, she'd kill me.
Both of us.
What?
She would kill both of us!
The east wall is about to collapse. Why? What could be the cause? Dude, it keeps happening. I really don't want to be up here. The storm. Been weeks now. The noise and sand never stop. Hope Eliana is alright. We have the tools. The hammer and the chisel. A small crack in the vaulting. He never mentions Alfred, but I can tell he's thinking about him. Wonder if we'll ever see Alfred's cathedral from the inside. They look alright. North and south walls provide enough stability, thank God. Alright, well, let's see.
One day, people will fly, like birds, sailing on the wind. Rashid told me.
Sure. Until then, stay away from the edge.
True. Let's grab the tools and get out of here. Hammer and chisel. Oh.
Careful over there.
Aww.
If we don't find out what's causing this, then the whole east wall will come down. The storm is making it worse.
You're right. What about Aliena?
She should be on her way back from Winchester now.
Oh, I hope she's all right in this.
Yeah, I hope so too.
No telling how long it will hold. Doesn't look bad. That bad from up here. Huge cracks all the way down. Well, what about the vaulting?
The vaulting is cracked. No. I don't want to break more stones loose. The roof looks all right.
So it's the vaulting.
This could be a problem.
Am I supposed to... Tom, what do I do?
Are you all right?
Climbing up here isn't as easy as it used to be.
Yeah. Do you want to take a break?
I'm fine. Better watch out for yourself. Wouldn't want to see the wind pushing you over the edge there.
I'm fat enough to be safe, don't worry.
Fat? Come on, Jack. Alright, let's, use the hammer and chisel here, I guess?
If I make it worse, then we'll at least know what the problem is.
You're probably right.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
All right. One more time.
At least he's on a board and he's not gonna... Oh, it doesn't look like he would fall. If the wall gives... Oh.
It'll be easier without the sand everywhere.
Right.
I think he's gonna be okay.
And? What happened?
If the vaulting were unstable, this part should have collapsed and the wall would retract.
So, the cause of our problem is not up here.
No.
When we erected the eastern wall 17 years ago, there was also a crack. No matter what we did, it always came back. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, I remember. But this is not the same wall. We rebuilt it.
Still, could the cause not have been the same in both cases?
Maybe.
Oh, the crypt. It's gotta be the crypt.
The crypt!
Huh. How kept the whole foundation there as it was?
But it never had to carry this much weight before.
You're right. If the cause of our problem is down there, we'll find it. You go ahead.
Don't you need help?
I'll manage. Just don't tell your mother.
Are you sure?
Go on. I know you can't wait to get down there.
Neither can you. I'll just take a quick look and wait for you.
I don't like the idea of these two going into the
enraged.
crypt.
Bishop Henry thinks that the Pope should hear about what you wrote.
I think so, too. I would be honored if he read my book.
Philip, I really am worried about you.
There is no need for you to worry, Jonathan. It is just a book.
The problem is that the people love your sermons and what you wrote, even though most of them can't read. Your book is being copied in priories all over England.
Is that not a good thing, if our message gives people hope?
In desperate times, hope can be a powerful force.
That is very true.
Well, I fear the bishops. They might come to believe you took that power from them.
Huh? Do you?
Philip's second book, The Divine Soul. The Divine Soul book written by Philip in 1148. In his text, Philip suggests that we all carry a godly spark within us because God created man. And while sometimes it may seem as if God has abandoned us, God is indeed always closer to us than anything else because our soul is a divine nature. This means that man does not have to wait for salvation from the outside, but that we can all change the world around us ourselves. We can plant a seed and God in turn will make it grow. Philip's message of hope is heard in all of England and even other parts of Europe, but the church is highly critical of the text. In his first book, Philip had only criticized fake miracles. Now he seems to claim that as all men are equally divine, members of the clergy are not closer to God's glory than any other man. Alright, so we are going to find the problem in the crypt. Jonathan is a big boy now. We have returned to the roof. The tree is growing. Jonathan's tree, still braving the storms, steadfast. Philip, the people love his sermons. His book was written from the heart. He found his truth. Jonathan will be sub-prior soon. Still does not know who his father is. Oof. Okay. That's all right now.
Jack!
Have you been atop the cathedral during the storm?
Don't worry, Philip. The storm isn't as bad up there. Jonathan, did you and the others come directly from Winchester?
Yes, we did.
What about Aliena?
She stayed a day longer for the Fleece Fair. She should be on her way back now.
In this storm?
We didn't expect it to get worse.
No one did.
I am sure she'll be alright.
I need to go. I think I know why the east wall is unstable.
Yes? Why is that?
I'm not sure, but I think the answer lies down in the crypt. I should hurry before it's too late.
I don't like how I left Tom up there. I really hope he's gonna be okay. Oh, it's beautiful though. Tom said the cathedral is never finished. Now I get what he meant. Anything else I can look at? The crack. Right above the crypt. Must be down there, but what could cause this?
I don't like the look of that. I don't like it one bit.
Let's go ahead and get down into the
better
crypt.
wait for Tom.
Oh.
I know he doesn't want to miss anything.
Now it's down here, too. The first cracks are showing.
That means we were right. The cause of the instability must be down here.
The ground.
Could be.
The drought could have made it worse.
We'll find out.
So this is the thing though, is that we've seen the crack before a long time ago. Glad he's here with me. Without Alfred, we get along fine. Still, it is sad he lost another son. Statue Rashid gave me would draw as many people here as Adolphus did, if it weren't for the drought and the storm. There you are. What are you doing all the way down here? Tell me. Okay.
Do you want to work on this one?
Go ahead. I need some time to catch my breath.
It looks like it has
Don't look at me like that.
some type of support
fine.
up against it. Here. Alright.
Rashid was right. People love to believe in miracles. The reason most people come to Kingsbridge now is for Philip's sermons. He tells them what they need to hear. He gives them hope.
It's the rats. Are the rats still in there?
That definitely wasn't here before.
It wasn't.
But it was.
Time to get to work.
So he wants me to go at this with a hammer and a chisel?
If there's dry sand behind there, we know it's the ground.
Just be careful when you work on that wall. If it's the ground and the foundation, the whole wall could cave in.
Oh gosh, Tom, we're gonna die down here.
Here we go. But
what?
I think I can feel a draft.
What?
One more time.
Is there a hidden room back there? Wouldn't that be interesting?
Can you see well enough?
Not
Yeah.
really, no. The
Jack, watch out!
It's all right.
What is it? Dear God.
These stones, they've been removed before.
The mortar is missing on most of them.
Whoever put them back just added some mortar on top of the stones to hide the fact that they were removed. The tile at the bottom was completely loose.
What does that mean?
I think it was an entrance.
An entrance? To where?
That's what we'll find out.
Careful now. You've got the whole east wall on top of you. Jack?
Jack?
I'm all right. I just hit my head. It's dark in here. There's a whole room here. A chamber.
What's that?
oh my
I'll get a
goodness.
torch.
Philip, I'll get it. You stay here.
Is it gonna be like a sarcophagus? What's in the chamber? Sand everywhere. Parts of the room must have collapsed. Made part of the wall unstable. A see, I swear it's gonna be some type of sarcophagus. A wooden drinking cup, at least that's what I think it is. A brush? What is that? It looks like a brush.
It's made of leather. It's a whip. What is that doing here? That's not wood. It's metal. Gold, even. Maybe Philip knows what this is.
Huh, a golden chalice.
What's a whip doing here?
Pick the whip up.
Is that a coffin? Oh, there's sand everywhere. Uh-huh. It's a bed.
What?
There's a bed in here.
What? Jonathan, we need that torch.
Come on, Jonathan, hurry
I have
up.
the torch.
All right, come in here. Should be safe.
Yes.
Did you know about this place?
No. No, I did not. I've seen this chalice before, when I was very young. It's the chalice of the Eucharist from Kingsbridge Cathedral.
The chalice they say my father stole. Oh no. I mean, this could prove that he's innocent, though.
Cuthbert told me about it. They
Who put
said
it down here?
stolen.
Brother James.
And melted down. I know. Mother told me. They also said it was my father who did it.
Did they?
So he's innocent then?
He must be.
And whoever hid the chalice is responsible for his death. They hanged him in Shiring for stealing this chalice. But it was here all along.
That scourge. The whip. It belonged to Prior James. I was afraid of it when I first visited Kingsbridge with Francis and Abbot Peter. Even the look of it scared me.
James. Maybe it was him. I think I saw him during the night of the fire in the cathedral. When the old cathedral burned down. There was a man in the fire. His shoulders were bloody, as if he had chastised himself.
It is you! By God and the devil!
He told me that he had sinned, that he had done something to me. Perhaps because I looked like my father.
So he confessed for framing your father while he hid the cup here?
But it couldn't have been James you saw. James died weeks before the fire.
Did he? You said they never found his body. Maybe he hid down here. Maybe that's why the bed's here.
Wait. Jack, you were in the burning cathedral. What were you doing there?
I burned it. Oh shoot, did we tell him that we burned the cathedral down? Oh gosh. I feel like we should just confess. This is gonna be so bad. Oh my goodness. What do I do? I'm gonna confess. This probably is a bad choice, but I can't lie. Look at Philip, he's so old now. I can't lie to him.
And then I told Philip what I had done. He just looked at me and didn't say anything.
Prior James's scourge. You know, I did it with good intentions, and I was just a little boy. Oh, maybe I made the wrong decision. As a child, Philip was afraid of Prior James's scourge. When he first saw it, when he and Abbot Peter, the man who raised him, and Francis, after their parents were killed, visited Kingsbridge. Years later, James decided that Philip, now a young man, should get the chance to lead his own priory cell, St. John in the Forest. Every time Philip visited the mother house in Kingsbridge, he always remembered the day he first saw the scourge. Abbot Peter did not like the idea that pain could lead to salvation, but Prior James believed that chastising oneself was the only way to cleanse the soul from the sinful implications of the flesh. After Jack told Philip that he believed Prior James was alive the day the cathedral burned down, Philip remembered that only weeks before, the choir did not dare to sing because they thought they heard some chastising himself in the crypt. Maybe he really did hear James. Maybe James did hide in the secret room in the crypt, but why?
Wailerin, what do you want?
Do you think it is wise to resign yourself to gluttony at times like these, while your people starve on the streets of Shiring?
Don't play the saint. You promise them miracles, and you make them pay. But your miracles never work out, do they?
God works in ways that we cannot comprehend.
My mother cannot walk. You failed. Again. What do you want?
I came about a book.
The Bible again.
No. Philip of Gwynedd wrote it. And the church is displeased. Bishop Henry was enraged. This is our chance, William.
Your chance, you mean? If you need forces, talk to Walter or Ugly. I don't care. I built your fucking cathedral. I'm done.
It's not just about Philip. It's about Aliena and her family.
Don't mention that name.
But have you not heard? King Stephen and Maud's son just signed a peace treaty.
I don't care.
You should care.
I said I don't. Now leave, and don't come back unless I ask for you. Where's my wife?
They've not returned yet, Lord William.
Then get me a whore! Now!
Wow. William Hamley. I feel like he's gonna end up dying unintentionally. You know, he's just a character in this, like a pawn, I guess. And I think Waylaren's gonna kill him. We do have the end of the war, though. So, after over 15 years of civil war, the battle between Stephen and Maud, England was more divided than ever. After a final confrontation at Wallingford, Empress Maud's son Henry II and Stephen arranged a truce. The treaty was later signed in Winchester and Westminster. According to the treaty, Stephen will remain king until his death and be succeeded by Henry II. The treaty further states that all decisions regarding land which were made during Stephen's reign are immediately reverted and restored to the time of King Henry I. This means that the earldom of Shiring again belongs to the heirs of Bartholomew and not the Hamleys. But who would dare go against William Hamley? Ooh, we have Richard. Find shelter. Current location, Monksfield. Oh no, are we lost? Coin for the road and father's dagger. If only we could take back the earldom. Well, you're gonna get it back as soon as Stephen is dead. And Henry II takes over. I didn't know that England had a sort of Dust Bowl happen. Oh, a house. Who lives here? Are they even gonna give me shelter? Oh. I wonder if it's someone that we know of. I can't go in there. Never mind. I guess we're gonna go ahead and go in here. Safety. Oh no. We're gonna walk into some shit. Who was crying?
I am sorry for intruding, but I must ask you for shelter. I was on my way from the Fleece Fair in Winchester to Kingsbridge and got caught in the storm.
Nasty, isn't it?
Yes. And it's getting worse and worse. Thank you for your hospitality.
Someone! Help me! Please! I need help!
No one can hear her? This guy's sketchy. There are screams coming from outside.
I'm hurt.
Where? Over here? Oh.
Hello?
Her horse died.
Oh dear, are you hurt?
My horse. It fell. I can't move.
Take my hand. We'll get you inside.
Is that Waylaren's wife? I mean, not Waylaren, William's
We'll
wife?
only be here until it's safe to leave. We won't bother you. I'm Aliena. What's your name?
Elizabeth.
Breathe, Elizabeth. You're safe now.
Mm-hmm.
She took her in.
I bet that Elizabeth,
We would all be better off without someone like her.
she's gotta be Hamley's wife. Just a girl beside herself, that poor soul. Seems calm. I wonder if the old and brittle will ever get through the storm. Will leave scars on the land. Observing us, should watch my words. Is this about her? Well, let's go talk to everyone.
I hope the storm spares your homes and fields.
If only we had that much left.
We still have our lives.
And our dignity.
You still have yours.
I don't like
She's
this.
gotta be William's
Hold your
wife.
horses. We'll see what happens.
Keeps glancing over.
You should get out of this place as soon as you can.
Be assured, I will leave as soon as the storm ceases. She's avoiding eye contact.
See, this guy, a little sketched out. Everyone's looking around. Smoked pieces of meat. Could be old but nourishing. A rare sight during a famine. Room filled with smoke. Fire keeps everyone warm, but it's hard to breathe.
I don't know.
There is soup in the pot. Looks rather thin. Is there a hoof in there?
Be kinder to her.
Can we help
Don't
ourselves?
deserve her kindness.
Little clay bowl, clean enough for eating. Yeah, let's get some soup. Yeah, we'll just take some of the soup for without even asking.
Just try to ignore it.
Smoke. Can barely see what's up there. The smoke is filling the entire room. I don't like this. Small bowl of soup.
We don't have much, but always enough for a lost soul.
I appreciate that. Let's go talk to Elizabeth.
Eat this. You must be hungry.
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Why are you giving her soup? Dirt. That's what she deserves for dinner.
What? Do you want her to starve?
Please, don't start a fight.
I guess let's see if we can find something else to warm her up. Oh, a blanket. I was gonna say, I see some other pinpoint. A rugged blanket smells like a horse. Well,
Hey, what are you gonna do with that?
I'm just going to borrow it.
Let's try to get along until the storm passes.
I am going to cause a fight in here.
Thank you.
Hey, that's our blanket.
Can't you see she's freezing?
It's all right. It's just a blanket.
Oh, you're so kind. Many people would have let me die. People don't listen to me. My entourage didn't even notice they lost me.
Who?
My husband and his entourage.
A fine husband you have. I divorced my last one for less than that.
Divorced? Oh, he's just been beside himself ever since his mother.
Maybe now you'll understand what loss feels like. And what you people are doing to us.
Stop bullying her! Can't you see she's upset? How do they know you? This isn't right.
Oh, I'm used to it. I guess that's how it is when your husband holds an office like that. He has to do a lot of things people don't like. And sometimes they recognize me, too.
Wait. What office does he hold?
I thought you knew. My husband is the Earl of Shiring.
William Hamley.
Oh, please don't abandon me too. I swear, I'm not... I can't...
Well, I'm sure she didn't have a choice to marry him.
I used to know him when I was a girl.
Really?
What's he like now?
I loathe him with all my heart. I had accepted the arrangement with goodwill, but he had other plans. How do you know him?
I'm just gonna be blunt about it. It's not like she likes him.
He wanted to marry me when I was your age. Apparently, he likes young girls, no matter how old he gets.
You too were supposed to marry him. How come you didn't?
He was a beast. So I refused.
You refused him?
It caused a lot of misery.
Oh, you're so courageous. I wish I was like you. I can't even stand up to the servants.
Don't act like you didn't have a hand in the downfall of this land. For years he roamed across the country to raid, rape and kill.
I'm sorry.
He's no Earl. After all he's taken from us, we should take something from him too.
She has nothing to do with this. Don't you dare touch her. Can't you see she's another one of his victims?
I'll give over. She's in on it too.
Can you even imagine how it must be to be a child married to Hamley? The abuse and the humiliation every single day. I'm so sorry.
I'm crying because you know too.
Enough to know your pain.
I just don't know what to do anymore.
Damn, where the hell am I supposed to tether this horse?
Oh no.
It's Walter. He's looking for me.
You gotta hide her.
Come with me to Kingsbridge. People will take care of you there.
That should do it.
Walter.
You? I've not seen you in a long time. William would be very pleased if I brought him your head.
No! Don't harm her. If it wasn't for her, I'd be dead. She saved me from the storm.
Did she now? Come on, we have to get back to the castle. We've lost too much time already.
No, she's staying with me.
Elizabeth stays with me.
No, she doesn't.
Thank you for saving me and protecting me from these people.
Come on now, we need to get going.
Oh, this poor girl.
William is waiting.
There's no way that giving her the dagger would have saved her, though. Oh, William's wife. That poor girl. Was it my rejection that bittered William to the prospect of marriage for the years that followed? Was I the reason he married so late? After I met Elizabeth, I later found out that she was the daughter of Harold of Weymouth, a wealthy knight and a supporter of Stephen. Elizabeth was only 14 at the time of the wedding. Bishop Waleran wed them in the Cathedral of Shiring, and everyone of importance was invited to the large feast. Elizabeth is a gentle girl who probably felt honored to be chosen to become the Earl's wife. I dare not imagine how William treated her. One more reason to finally put an end to all of this. Oh, I actually pity that poor girl. The storm. You found a secret chamber underneath Kingsbridge Cathedral, which makes sense because all the rats kept going in there. You confessed to Philip that you burned down the cathedral. I hope that he can forgive me. We were just a child. Philip's book is strongly criticized by the church. The war between Empress Maud and King Stephen has ended. You found Elizabeth only after you entered the hut. Well, I kind of didn't even think about going to the side of the hut, though. You brought her some soup, helped her with a warm blanket, and kept quiet when Walter entered the hut. What was I supposed to do? I just don't know. I guess I'd have to play through that again. Anyway, there's a lot going on here, especially now that if King Stephen dies, Henry II takes over, and the earldom goes back to Eliana's family.